Ranking the best corners in Madden 24. We are back here with another tier list update. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the corner position. Now, right before we do go on ahead and get into the new cards, though, let's take a look at the old tier list. So I do think corner, it's kind of the meta has shifted a little bit into more of a man coverage Madden right now. But really, though, even cards like Christian Gonzalez and the Theme Team All-Star guys, that's not why man coverage is good. They get a charge-up bottleneck. Really, the main thing, the main card that kind of, I don't want to say is risen, but Darrelle Revis, I think is even better than what we covered in the last video because bottleneck is just taken over everywhere. I do want to talk about this Mark Bavaro golden ticket. I still think he's one of the best zone-based corners. He gets the reinforcement, the mid-zone, the lurk artist. I think he gives you a chance for his Vanguard. So we're gonna have Bavaro and Revis and S. Kyle Pitts, Sherman, Joe Walt, and AJ Terrell are gonna drop into A for me. And this is what the tier list is looking like before we get into the new cards. Now, the very first ones we got today are 96 overall division dynasties. We're gonna fly through these cards. Just wanted to talk about them because they do get a singular discounted ability, which at this point, though, honestly, you need more than just 0 AP deep out. You need more than just, say, deep route KO and man coverage. You need more than mid zone. Not enough for any of the cards. So that goes for Keyshawn Nixon, Michael Carter II, Jack Jones, and also D. Alford right here. So didn't really want to waste a ton of time on them. They're all going in the F tier for me. Now, after that, though, we get a potential free card right here. This is Aeneas Williams. You just do your fan appreciation souls. You will get this card and Dre Archer for free. He has 97 speed, 98 acceleration, good man, good zone, good press, pretty much all corners at this point. Gonna hit thresholds for that. Some other stats I like to look at: the block shot, impact blocking, just being able to do a little something in the run game. Will these stats save you for his Vanguard? No, but I would like it if they were a little bit higher. Does have play ball and air aggressive as well. And when we look at his abilities, though, he comes pre-equipped with the deep route KO for 0, doesn't get a charge up X factor, can get something maybe like a Stonewall right here if you did want to do that. Now, for his base abilities, I think the biggest issue for like an outside corner is he can't play outside corner. He doesn't get the deep out zone knockout. I just am shocked he doesn't get deep out zone knockout, because we're talking about someone deep out zone knockout, mid zone knockout, and potentially flat zone knockout all for 0. This is one of the best free cards in the game, but that singular ability makes him just not good on the outside, meaning you'd have to play him in the slot, right? There's another issue with the card, and I have kind of a rule for my team. It's if you can't tackle, you can't play. I'm not talking about tackling stats. I'm talking about getting secure tackler, and he just doesn't get that either. So the stack I'd likely run the card: Stonewall for 0, flat zone knockout, mid zone knockout, and right here, whatever you want. Could go another medium round if you do plan on manning him up. I think he's solid. I just think he's missing 2 of the most important abilities for corner. In a man-based defense, you would want the bottleneck. In a zone-based defense, you would want the deep out zone knockout. Just in defense, in general, you would want the secure tackler, right? So for me, Aeneas Williams, I would say he's like C, maybe B. I think Chris Harris is just a lot better slot corner than him because he gets mid zone, flat zone, secure tackler. So yeah, I'm gonna lean him like C, maybe can C and B though. I just would rather, again, charge up X factors on these guys. Namdi with the universal. I think C tier is a solid spot for him. Now we have another potential free card right here. We have Tariq Woolen from the Field Pass. So let's go over it. So max ratings right here: 99 speed, 98 acceleration. He is 6'4", man, zone, and press all 99. Even like for a corner, not the worst block shot and impact blocking. Also all 32 team chems as well. So fits any sort of theme team. Now, abilities on the card though, right? Like I said earlier, no charge up X factor, but gets 1, 2, 3, 4 discounted buckets. So what am I running on him? Again, I think this is more, you can run him in a man-based defense, but I think he's more of a zone-based corner because, again, the reason why man's good, in my opinion, is the bottleneck and then universal coverage at the top safety spot. So I like the deep out zone knockout. I like the mid zone knockout. I like the pick artist right here and then the flat zone knockout for 0. So basically he gets every single zone knockout, great outside corner with that. However, he has one weakness, and it's like what I said with Aeneas Williams. For me, it's if you can't tackle, you can't play. If you can't tackle the yak 'em ups, if you can't tackle the angry runs, it's hard for me to justify him S tier, but I think he's like a better AJ Terrell, and he would be one of the best cards. I would like Kyle Pitts over him because I would even be willing to spend the 2 AP for secure tackler. Maybe Richard Sherman over him as well. I think he's like right here for me because, again, it's literally one thing. If he just got secure tackler, he's an easy S tier corner. I would run the secure tackler over pick artist. Now I think we get a fairly easy card to rank right here. Ultimate Legend in Asante Samuel. 98 speed, 99 acceleration, great man zone and press. Does have that play ball and air aggressive, and for his abilities, okay, comes pre-equipped with the bottleneck baked on for 0. So already it's looking like he is a great man coverage corner, right? And when we look at his specific abilities though, there's a couple different directions you could do. If you want to go all out man coverage, reinforcement, this X factor does help you a little bit versus Vanguard. Also with reinforcement, that is every single knockout minus reaction time, okay? So if he's on the receiver and he's in area, he will get the knockout, but he won't get reaction time. So say for instance, you want to run man coverage, you would want the one step ahead on him because that will give him the reaction and it will also cancel out route tech. And I think one step ahead is a great combo right here. I would also recommend the tackle supreme. If you are running man coverage, I think the bench press is pretty tempting as well. I don't hate that. Me personally, I just think bottleneck can do a good enough job without bench press. Can combo it though. I just, again, want you to be aware of every ability combo you could make. And then for man, that's really all you need. However, if you want to run zone coverage, for me, I run this card in a zone-based defense as well. I have the reinforcement for 1. I have the pick artist. I have the tackle supreme. I have mid-zone knockout because mid-zone knockout's going to give him reaction time everywhere. It will basically give him universal coverage. Like mid-zone plus reinforcement basically equals universal coverage with out of my way on steroids, okay? Yeah, I really like that combo on Asante Samuel for zone. You can also treat him like a hybrid player as well. You could go reinforcement, 1-step, tackle supreme, mid-zone. That's 4 AP. You do have to spend a lot of AP if you want to run him in zone, but I think he's an easy addition to S tier because he just fits the meta, man. Like I would say Darrelle Revis is better because his stack is just better and he's a little bit more versatile man or zone and you don't have to spend a ton of AP, but he's definitely deserving of S tier for sure. I think we have another pretty easy one to rank right here too. Travarius Ward with 99 speed, 99 acceleration, man zone press all 99, and this time for abilities gets so much. So he comes pre-equipped with the pick artist for 0 or 0 AP buckets, 1 X factor bucket. This bucket right here is really dependent on what scheme you want to run. If you're running a zone-based defense, run the universal coverage, but if you're running man, spend the 1 AP on bottleneck, okay? We'll go over a stack with universal in a second, but then bottleneck will go over first. So with bottleneck, you're gonna want 1 step ahead. 1 step ahead is gonna go ahead and counter all like the route tech abilities, all that jazz, okay? On top of that, you will probably want the medium route and I would say deep route. I think short route you can live without because the bottleneck press is gonna take away a lot of the short routes anyway. And then on top of that, I would recommend a secure tackler or a potential mid-zone knockout if you do want to go ahead and use him a little bit like hybrid, you know what I'm saying, like man or zone, or you can also spend the 3 AP for mid-zone knockout too. Universal coverage, 0 AP. With this, you don't need like 1-step head or any zone knockout. This is everything. Like it's man knockout, zone knockouts, 1-step head, everything built on. So with this stack, you'd probably want, say, maybe a film study, maybe a bench press, maybe you want like I guess even a mid-zone knockout, just cause. I mean, you don't really need it though, and you would want secure tackler with that. That's the 2 stacks I would recommend running on him. And Travarius Ward, I think so far probably the best corner we've covered. I think he is the best man corner in the game. I think I can fry Darrelle Revis and Asante Samuel. Travarius Ward, even first the double me's, the max securities, the rack him up, he is a problem. Like I think he loses the least out of Revis and Asante. All right, and after that, I think we have a pretty pointless card right here. We have Golden Ticket Joe Alt. So this card's 6'8", 322. And when we compare him to his 94, right? His 94 is 97 speed, 92 acceleration. The agility's lower. That is fine. Okay. 99 speed, 99 acceleration isn't going to feel that much different from his 94. The reason for that is he's 322 pounds. Like the reason this card doesn't move good isn't because like he's not max physical stats everywhere. Like this card can have 99 change of direction. He's still going to move a little bit clunky. It's the same thing with like Jordan Mailata. Like offensive linemen that are on defense, I think they all move very clunky because of their weight. And he has great man and zone, sure. When we look at his abilities, does get a charge of X factor, but he's actually worse from an ability standpoint than his previous card. He gets deep zone, mid zone for 0. His other card could get deep zone, mid zone, pick our secure tackler for 2 AP. This card would have to spend what 4 AP on that. So in my opinion, I just think there's no point. Like this card's pretty pointless. I'm going to put him a tier below his other card. Like I'm putting him like B tier. I think there's really not a great reason to run him over his 94. I think there's no reason at all. We also get Golden Ticket Deion Sanders right here with 99 speed, 99 acceleration. He is 6 foot. Man zone press all 99. Even has 99 block shed. And something I think that changed, right? I don't think his previous card had the big hitter trait on yes, right? Yeah, so this is kind of weird too. This is a little slept on thing. So what the big hitter trait does is it basically tells the AI to go for hit sticks. This being on yes is kind of insane because this card isn't like a Deion Sanders card. It's just Deion Sanders a name. He's an avalanche corner. I just think the stack would be deep zone, avalanche, mid zone. That's the major thing on him, right? I just think golden ticket CBs are just so like, eh. You, at this point, you'd like a pick artist. You'd like a secure tackler. I think he's missing quite a bit, but he does get the avalanche. I'm going to put him like top end of B. And I think you can argue A, depending on how much you really want avalanche. All right, after that, we get Ty Law right here. So Ty Law and the next card we're going to cover, I have very similar thoughts on. 98 speed, 98 acceleration, 5'11", man zone press, all phenomenal. Play ball and air aggressive right here. And this card gets basically everything for 0 and a charge up X factor. Everything for 0. You can go stonewall right here if you wanted to. You can go like flat zone, mid zone. You can combo man knockouts. You can combo zone knockouts. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can really go crazy on this card. Something I would recommend though is get the lurk artist right here. Lurk artist is lurker plus pick artist. This is something you can't get anywhere else. I would also recommend deep zone discounts and probably mid zone as well. So what that leaves you with is you probably want a flat zone somewhere. You can run like a little bit of man knockouts. Like you could go deep route, medium route, and say flat zone right here. And then you can run like stonewall, you know? So he basically gets everything you need. The one thing he doesn't get is secure tackler. And it's the same exact thing as Night Train Lane because again, their tackling stats, like Night Train Lane was, I think he was still like 10 off for the tackle, and he has good run stuffing stats, but the thing is that's not going to save him first Vanguard, right? It just won't. And really only other thing that he gets that I really like is out of my way. I'm sure out of my way, I like that Night Train gets that, but no secure tackler on him. I think they are either below Woolen or right here, and I could see either which way. I'm going to have them like right here in the A tier. Again, if they just got secure tackler, they would be easy additions to S for me. And now I'm gonna get told I have Dolphins bias because Troy Vincent, 6'1", 98 speed, 99 acceleration. Dolphins great. He is not great in the run game, but however, he does get, guess what, is one of his baked on abilities, secure tackler. So you could go like flat zone, secure tackler, maybe an under pressure just because you can't get it anywhere else if you plan on blitzing him. Maybe you want to play him in the slot. I don't know, just throwing that out there. So flat zone, secure tackler, and we'll just say like medium route knockout right here. Right? You want the deep out zone knockout, you want the mid zone knockout, pick artist if you wanted to, we can go with stonewall. So he gets basically everything you need in a zone based defense. In my opinion, Troy Vincent is going to ever so slightly make this S tier, ever so slightly. I think he's better than all these cards, gets a better AP stack, and he gets secure tackler. He's going to be S tier for me. And now ending off the video right here, we got 2 Kyrie Jackson. So the stats are going to be the exact same. The only thing that changes is abilities. This right here is the non-top 1,000 version, meaning that this is a B&D card. You can't sell them. And this one right here is going to be the top 1,000 version that is on the market right now. We'll go over the B&D first. 6'4", 99 speed, 99 acceleration, and for abilities gets 1, 2, but gets an X factor bucket right here. So this is what I think is interesting. I know a lot of people will just tell you, hey, run the universal. I will say if you run zone, I would run reinforcement, mid zone knockout, and like pick artist for 0. Pretty good card. But if you plan on using both man and zone, I would go universal coverage, probably a film study, and then pick artist. You know, like, I mean, you could go either which way though. I think reinforcement is really, really nice. I wish he would have got one step ahead right here and say mid zone right here. Very similar issues though to Ty Law in them, because he doesn't get the secure tackler. Oh, he doesn't get secure tackler though, man. I like reinforcement a lot. Like that's cool, like getting on the Vanguard, sometimes blowing up the Vanguards, but if you can't tackle, it really defeats the whole purpose. Now, the other version though, same exact stats, but this time with the 2 discount ability buckets, gets 3 X factors. So you can go universal, reinforcement, avalanche. You can go like film study if you wanted to. You could go pick artist, I think has to be one. The one issue with the card is he's not going to be able to tackle like secure tackler. With the X factors he gets, just has to be S tier, man. He has to. I would say even in the meta of the game right now, I think he's like right here. Like Asante, Revis, and Ward with the bottleneck, like that is insane. And he does not get the bottleneck. So I think he's great in like a zone. He can run man or zone. Maybe you want to play him at a safety spot too. Maybe a safety spot makes a ton of sense. The one weakness is no secure tackler. This has been my thoughts on the cornerback position in Madden 24 Ultimate Team. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comments. Let me know what you agree with, what you disagree with. Who do you think should go up? Who do you think should come down? Now, if you guys do enjoy these videos, want to stay up to date with the best cards in Madden, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Now, if you guys do want to go ahead and see me use some of these cards live on stream, I usually stream here on YouTube and Twitch. If you want to watch on the YouTube side of things, make sure to hit that noti bell as well. well. You'll be notified every time I upload or go live here. Or if you want to watch on the Twitch, check the links in the description, hit that Twitch with a follow. But if you guys do want another video to watch, check out this one right here.